So I think it's fair to say it's a busy time in tax at the moment, and lots of questions coming from clients all the time at the moment. But I suppose if I stand back and think, what are the key themes of what I'm being asked about, a lot of it hinges on how tax directors should be interfacing with their CFOs. So starting with particularly around messaging around where are their effective tax rates going. Should they be messaging that there's going to be an increase in effective tax rates? Probably the answer is yes, with everything else we see with the global trends. But the key question is a lot more complicated than that. It's not just are you going to see increases in different jurisdictions, but are we going to be seeing issues of double taxation, triple taxation? Will they be able to get relief for double taxation, triple taxation? So how are they going to start predicting the ETRs and helping their CFOs understand such a complex world so they can give appropriate messages to the market? Now, the good news is that every single tax director is not alone, and everybody is facing this challenge, but really client facts will dictate quite how difficult the messaging will have to be to CFOs. And one thing we all know that CFOs don't like is uncertainty. And I think it is fair to say the world is very uncertain at the moment. So then with that in mind, another related question from tax directors is, well, how should I be dealing with these issues? What should I be doing in terms of my own teams? How do I need to be flexing who I have in my team, who can help me deal with this? And what should I be doing in terms of technology solutions or other opportunities to help manage what unquestionably is going to be a growing compliance burden for the clients at the moment? So brainstorming with clients what good might look like has become a whole new level and become really stark as we start to see potential rules changes extremely quickly coming through in the next sort of 12 months or so. And then finally, then the conversation is around, again, how should tax directors be positioning their CFOs in terms of potential changes that might need to be made? If it's not just rate, technology and people, it's also, should there be changes to the overall structure of the group, how assets are held, whether that's IP or holding company structures. And that's more old school in terms of the kind of conversations we've always had around how groups should structure themselves. But again, a new focus here is less necessarily around managing rate, although some of it is that, but actually a lot of it comes back to, again, how am I going to make sure my group is structured in the most efficient way to keep my compliance costs down? And compliance in the wider sense, not just compliance of filing tax returns, but also dealing with disputes, because a lot of clients have definitely been burned by a large number of disputes recently, and again see more complexity in the global environment, equaling an increased number of disputes as tax authorities themselves will be interpreting rules necessarily in a different way. So I think the name of the game at the moment is how to help tax directors deal with that complexity and present simple messages to their CFOs.